Welcome back to Big Bucks Coins Information Channel, where ordinary coin, Australia 20 cent and 50 cents. A common coin is more valuable than a lifetime of hard work. It's enough to change your destiny in a single heartbeat. This is not a fairy tale. This is not a myth. Something surprising is happening in the world of rare coins right now. Auction. Each of these coins has a history, like pure gold, mystery, and a story so powerful it will shake you to your core. That's how you'll never see pocket change. Honest and interesting channel. Big Bucks coins for collectors across the Australian extraordinary treasure. If you're new here, don't forget to like, subscribe, and today you're going to discover that could shock you right out of your seat. Some of those coin, if sitting unnoticed in your collection or pocket change, could be worthy. Australia, 20 cent and 50 cents history. Right into the palm of your hand. And trust me, every single coin selling from few will news look at your change the same very again. Let's unlock the treasure vault, starting with coin. They can change a person's life in a single heartbeat. These are not just coins. They are treasures of history and keys to unimaginable wealth. Stay with me until the end because one of them is sitting. Because today, one of these pennies is sitting in private hands with a price tag that makes it feel less like an equine and more like a golden ticket to another world. This is not fantasy. This is not speculation. You may find it correct that a lifetime of treasure is sitting in your pocket coin. In today's video, we're diving into something truly special. The top 4 ultra-rare Australian 20 cent and 50 cent coins that are making headlines in the auction world and shocking collectors with their sky-high values in dollars. These are not your everyday coins. These are the legends of Australian currency coins that have become symbols of wealth, rarity, and numismatic prestige. And to kick things off, we begin with one of the most sought-after masterpieces in modern Australian history, coin number 1, the Australia 20 cent, 1979, fine condition rare coin, a coin that has captured the attention of collectors across the globe and currently stands at a jaw-dropping market value of $97, 9,000 USD. Yes, a simple 20-cent coin that could once buy you a candy bar is now worth close to $100,000. Let's uncover the mystery, the beauty, and the value that make this coin one of Australia's ultra-rare treasures. To understand why the 1979 20-cent coin is so valuable, we must travel back in time to Australia's post-decimalisation era. The 20-cent coin was first introduced in 1966, when Australia switched from pounds, shillings, and pence to a decimal currency system. Designed by the legendary artist Stuart Devlin, this coin became an instant classic. The reverse design, featuring the graceful platypus swimming through rippling water, symbolizes Australia's unique wildlife and natural beauty. Over the years, this coin became one of the most circulated and beloved coins in the nation's history. However, 1979 was a particularly interesting year in Australian minting history. It was a year when production numbers were modest, and a small batch of 20-cent coins was struck with exceptional clarity, deep strikes, and remarkable detail. Most of these coins went into circulation and experienced wear and tear, but a tiny fraction somehow survived in fine condition, preserved beautifully over the decades. Today, these coins are recognized as rare survivors from a time when minting technology was still evolving, a bridge between the early modern Australian coins and the contemporary era of precision minting. What makes the 1979 20-cent coin so special comes down to its unique features and preserved beauty. When you hold a fine-condition piece in your hand, you immediately notice the sharpness of its detail, the defined ripples in the water surrounding the platypus, the clear facial features of the animal, and the perfectly struck lettering that reads Australia 1979. The obverse side, featuring Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Meschen, also carries exceptional precision. In fine-condition examples, her facial profile appears crisp and smooth, the crown's jewels distinctly visible, and the surrounding text sharply edged with no blurring or wear. Over time, many 1979 coins lost this crispness due to circulation and handling. That's why finding one today in fine condition with its mint luster intact and no major scratches is an extraordinary discovery. Only a limited number of these coins remain in such preserved condition, making them ultra-rare in the numismatic community. Collectors and grading experts classify these coins as one of the standout rarities of the late 20th century in Australian coinage. Now, let's talk about the excitement surrounding this coin in the collector's market. In recent years, demand for Australian pre-1990s coins has surged dramatically, especially for coins in near-pristine condition. The 1979 20-cent coin, with its stunning design and exceptional rarity, sits at the very top of that list. Auction houses in Australia, The United States and even Europe have seen bidding wars over this coin. Collectors love it for its mix of elegance and scarcity, and because it represents a time when Australian minting was producing coins that were not only functional but works of art. What makes the 1979 edition stand out is how few examples remain untouched. Collectors who already own this coin in fine condition treat it like a jewel, rarely selling unless the price reaches record-breaking levels. With more people joining the numismatic hobby every year, and with modern technology allowing coins to be graded and authenticated more easily, the demand for rare Australian coins like this one continues to grow, and so does their market value. Simply put, this coin isn't just a collectible, it's an investment, a piece of history that appreciates in value every single year. And now, let's get to what everyone wants to know: the current market value. The Australia 20 cent 1979 fine condition rare coin is valued at a stunning $97, 9,000 USD in today's auction market. That's nearly $100,000 for a coin that was originally worth just 20 cents. This price represents the perfect balance between rarity, preservation, and collector demand. And what's even more exciting is that these coins continue to climb in value as they become harder to find in mint or fine condition. Every major auction season sees this coin fetch higher and higher bids, proving that the 1979 20-cent piece is not just a collector's dream, but a financial goldmine for those lucky enough to own one. If you're a coin collector or just starting your journey, here are a few golden tips inspired by the story of this incredible coin. Always check your 20-cent coins carefully, especially those from the 1970s and 1980s. Use a magnifying glass to examine the surface look for sharp edges, deep engraving, and minimal wear. The better the condition, the more value it holds. Never polish or clean your coins, as that can damage the original finish and drastically reduce their value. Instead, store them safely in a coin flip, holder, or airtight capsule to preserve their shine and protect them from dust and humidity. Most importantly, get your rare finds professionally graded by trusted services. A certified fine or uncirculated grade can double or even triple the coin's market value instantly. Coin collecting isn't just a hobby, it's a journey through time, art, and history. And every collector knows that one lucky discovery can change everything. The Australia 20 cent 1979 fine condition rare coin stands as one of the most spectacular finds in the world of Australian numismatics. It's living proof that even the smallest piece of metal can carry massive value when rarity, beauty, and historical significance align. At an impressive market value of nearly $97, 9,000 USD, this coin isn't just a collectible, it's a national treasure. It continues to command respect in global auctions and holds a special place in the hearts of collectors who understand its true worth. Every coin tells a story, and this one tells the story of craftsmanship, resilience, and the hidden value that lies in plain sight. So, before you spend that old 20-cent coin in your pocket or your change jar, take a closer look. You might just be holding a six-figure treasure waiting to be discovered. That wraps up coin number 1 in our exciting series on the top 4 ultra-rare Australian 20-cent and 50-cent coins worth big money in today's market. In the next part, we'll reveal coin number 2, another extraordinary Australian piece that has stunned collectors with its rarity and record-breaking price. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a video from Big Bucks Coins. Because here, every coin tells a story, and some stories are worth big bucks. Next up, don't mind coin number 2, Australian 20-cent coins that are dominating today's auction market and skyrocketing in value. These coins are turning ordinary pocket change into extraordinary fortunes, and you might even have one sitting unnoticed in your coin jar right now. So make sure you stay tuned till the end of the video, because every coin we cover today holds a story of beauty, history, and massive collector demand. We're starting this lineup with a stunning masterpiece, the Australia 20 cent 1980 fine condition rare coin, now valued at an impressive $98,900 USD. Australian 20-cent coin has been one of the most beloved and recognizable pieces in Australian currency since its introduction in 1966. Designed by the legendary Stuart Devlin, same artist who created many of Australia's decimal coin designs. 20-cent coin features the iconic platypus, a unique creature found only in Australia. This design captured the imagination of the nation, blending artistry with cultural identity. In 1980, the Royal Australian Mint produced millions of 20-cent coins for everyday circulation. However, among this massive mintage, a few extraordinary pieces were struck with superior detail and survived the test of time in fine condition. These particular coins, the 1980 fine condition issues, have become some of the rarest and most sought-after finds in modern Australian numismatics. Over 4 decades later, the 1980 20-cent fine condition coins have achieved near legendary status among collectors prized for their crisp detail, historical significance, and exceptional state of preservation. What makes the 1980 Australian 20-cent coin so special isn't just its age, it's the perfection in its striking and the remarkable preservation of its features. The obverse side showcases Queen Elizabeth II's portrait, designed by Arnold Machine, with incredible sharpness in the hair and crown details. In fine condition, these coins retain that elegant shine and texture that reflects light beautifully, giving them a striking visual appeal. On the reverse, the platypus design swims gracefully through rippling water, surrounded by flowing lines that symbolize motion and natural balance. When viewed closely, you can see the fine definition in the platypus's bill, the smooth contours of its body, and the perfect alignment of the lettering Australia 1980. These are the hallmarks of a well-preserved, finely struck coin. As most 1980 20-cent coins entered heavy circulation, finding one in such fine condition is exceptionally rare. Most examples you see today are scratched, worn, or dulled over time. But the few that have survived in pristine, uncleaned condition with clear details and minimal wear have become the holy grail for dedicated collectors. Demand for the 1980 Australian 20-cent fine condition coin has exploded in recent years. With global attention now turning to rare Australian decimals, these coins have attracted investors and collectors from across the world. Auction records show that bids for high-grade examples have risen dramatically, with collectors eager to add this beauty to their portfolios. Part of the reason this coin is so in demand is its perfect balance of history and aesthetics. It's not just a coin, it's a piece of art struck in metal. Its deep historical roots and flawless design remind collectors of a simpler time, while its rarity fuels the excitement of modern treasure hunting. The 1980 20-cent coin also carries emotional and nostalgic value for many Australians, representing a generation that grew up with this coin in their hands. Connection, combined with its extreme scarcity in fine condition, has made it one of the most desirable coins in Australian collecting circles today. Serious numismatist knows that when a coin like this comes to auction, it doesn't stay unsold for long. It far outweighs the supply, and each sale pushes its market value higher. Let's talk about the jaw-dropping numbers. Australia, 10,980. Condition rare coin has reached a market valuation of $98,900 USD, an incredible figure for a coin that originally had a face value of just 20 cents. Power of rarity and demand working together. Houses in Australia and internationally have reported steady increases in price, with collectors showing no hesitation to pay premium amounts for verified fine condition pieces. Each coin certified and graded by reputable agencies such as PCGS or NGC only adds more confidence to buyers and fuels even greater interest. A coin that was once pocket change, its rise to nearly $100,000 is nothing short of phenomenal. Watching this video and wondering how to find your own piece of treasure, here's what you should know. Keep an eye on your older Australian 20-cent coins, especially the 1980s. Closely at the details on the Queen's portrait and the platypus design. A genuine fine condition coin will have clear, crisp lettering, sharp lines, and that unmistakable clean shine under light. Cleaning your coin at all costs removes original surfaces and can drastically reduce its value. Store it carefully in a soft holder, coin capsule, or protective sleeve. Coin number 3. Rare Australian 50-cent coins that have been taking today's auction market by storm. These are not just ordinary coins. These are the legends of Australian numismatics, the kinds of coins that collectors dream about and investors chase at record-breaking prices. And to kick off today's countdown, we're starting strong with one of the most fascinating and historically significant coins ever produced by the Royal Australian Mint. The Australia 50-cent 1973 circulated condition rare coin, currently valued at an unbelievable $99,900 USD. That's right, a 50-cent piece now worth nearly $100,000. Get ready, because the story behind this coin is just as remarkable as its value. To understand why the 1973 Australian 50-cent coin is so special, we need to step back into the early 1970s, a time of transformation for Australia's currency system. The country had recently transitioned from the old pounds and shillings to decimal currency, and by 1973, the new 50-cent coin had become a familiar part of daily life. But here's where it gets interesting. 1973 was a year when the Royal Australian Mint produced one of the smallest mintages for 50-cent coins in the entire decade. In fact, due to lower production and distribution, only a limited number of these coins ever entered circulation. Most people didn't notice it at the time, but this low production run would go on to make the 1973 issue one of the rarest modern Australian coins ever struck. The 50-cent coin of this era was composed of copper and nickel, giving it that beautiful silver shine, and it was part of the iconic design era led by Stuart Devlin, the same master craftsman who designed some of the most famous Australian coins of all time. For many years, these coins quietly circulated through the economy unnoticed, spent, and forgotten, until collectors began realizing how few examples remained in excellent condition. Suddenly, the 1973 50-cent coin was no longer just small change. It had become a national treasure. Now, what makes this 1973 Australian 50-cent coin so unique and desirable among collectors? It all comes down to its details, craftsmanship, and survival rate. On the obverse, you'll find the regal portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, sculpted by Arnold Machin. This particular portrait is one of the most beloved among collectors. It captures the Queen in her youthful grace, wearing the famous tiara given to her as a wedding gift from her grandmother. On high-grade circulated pieces, you can still see the fine lines in the Queen's hair and the crisp definition in the facial contours, marks of an original, unaltered strike. On the reverse side, we see Stuart Devlin's iconic design of the Australian coat of arms, a proud kangaroo and emu standing beside the Commonwealth shield, surrounded by finely detailed wattle branches. Even after decades of circulation, fine examples from 1973 still show remarkable definition in these details, with minimal flattening or wear, which is precisely why they are so incredibly valuable. Because the 1973 coins had such a low production number, surviving pieces in attractive circulated condition are now exceptionally rare. Most were used daily for years, leaving only a handful that retained strong detail and integrity. When one appears in the collector's market, it sparks immediate excitement and fierce competition. Today, the 1973 50-cent coin is one of the most hotly pursued pieces in Australian coin collecting. It's not just about its age, it's about its combination of rarity, beauty, and historical significance. Collectors and investors from around the world, including major buyers from the US, the UK, and Asia, have been bidding aggressively whenever one of these coins comes up for auction. As demand increases and availability continues to shrink, the price has soared to astonishing levels. Currently, the market value of a circulated 1973 50-cent coin in fine collectible condition stands at an impressive $99,900 USD, and that figure continues to climb. Every time one of these coins sells, it breaks new ground, setting higher benchmarks for future auctions. It's not just a coin anymore. It's a piece of Australian history, a tangible link to the early days of the nation's decimal era. For many collectors, owning one means holding a slice of that story, and that emotional connection adds another layer to its growing value. So, what should you do if you think you might have one of these coins hiding in your change jar or coin collection? First, handle it carefully. Never clean it, polish it, or attempt to restore it. Cleaning can damage the coin's natural surface and drastically reduce its value. Instead, place it in a clear, protective holder to preserve its current condition. Next, inspect the details. Look for clear lettering around Australia and the date 1973. The design should be sharp and well struck, and while minor signs of circulation are acceptable, heavy wear will affect value. Finally, if you believe your coin could be genuine and valuable, consider having it professionally graded by a trusted service. A certified grade not only proves authenticity, but also increases collector confidence, which can significantly raise the coin's market value when it's time to sell. And remember, the coin market thrives on patience and research. The more you learn about mintages, design variations, and condition grading, the better your chances of discovering your own hidden fortune. The Australia 50-cent 1973 circulated condition rare coin is a true testament to how something so small can hold such extraordinary value. It's not made of golds or silver, yet its worth rivals that of precious metals, thanks to its rarity, beauty, and place in history. Valued today at nearly $99,900, this coin stands as one of the crown jewels of Australian numismatics, a masterpiece of design and craftsmanship that continues to inspire collectors and investors alike. For many, this coin is more than a collectible. It's a symbol of passion, discovery, and the thrill of finding treasure in the most unexpected places. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting your coin journey, the story of the 1973 50-cent coin reminds us all to look closer because the next life-changing coin could be sitting right there in your change. Next up, don't mind coin number 4. In today's video, we're diving into something truly exciting. Top 4 ultra-rare Australian 50-cent coins that are currently making headlines in today's auction markets. These aren't your everyday pocket change coins. These are coins that have achieved legendary status among collectors, commanding massive value in US dollars. We're going to explore their history, their design, the secrets that make them so valuable, and what collectors around the world are willing to pay for them right now. So get comfortable, because you're about to discover just how incredible the world of rare 50-cent Australian coins can be. And we're starting off with one of the most talked about pieces in modern numismatics, a coin that's as mysterious as it is beautiful. The Australia 50-cent 1976 black, sparking circulated condition rare coin, currently valued at a jaw-dropping $89,900 USD. The 50-cent coin is one of the most recognizable pieces in Australian currency. Introduced in 1966, it replaced the old pre-decimal system and became an instant favorite for its unique dodecagon shape that's 12 sides and its large, silver-colored brilliance. In 1976, the coin had already become a part of daily life, but something unusual happened that year. Royal Australian Mint produced a batch of 50-cent coins that exhibited subtle differences in strike and composition. Over time, collectors discovered that a limited number of coins from 1976 carried distinctive features, setting them apart from standard circulation. These weren't mint errors, they were mint marvels. Coins that somehow came out of the production line with extra luster, slightly deeper detail, and a richer metallic tone that later developed into a dark, sparkling patina. Black sparking variation became instantly recognizable to those with a trained eye, and it's this exact version that has become a legend in the collector's world. Let's talk about what makes the 1976 black sparking circulated condition 50-cent coin so incredibly special. First, its color. Black sparkling effect is not damage, not dirt, but a natural aging reaction that occurred over decades due to specific metal interactions and environmental exposure. Light hits it, the surface dances with a subtle, silvery shimmer against a deep, dark tone, giving it a unique, almost magical look that no modern minting can replicate. The obverse, you'll find the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machine Young, regal and beautifully detailed. Fine lines of the tiara, the soft contours of the Queen's face, and the crisp lettering of Elizabeth II Australia 1976 remain sharp even in circulated condition, proving the exceptional craftsmanship of the mint. The reverse side features the Australian coat of arms, the kangaroo, and the emu standing proudly on either side of the shield. Each line, each feather, and each segment of the emblem glows under the blackened surface, as if the coin itself carries a silent story from Australia's history. Only a small number of these coins remain in this remarkable black sparkling circulated condition. Others were melted, damaged, or simply worn out through everyday use. That's what makes these few surviving specimens so precious. They embody a moment in time that will never return. The 1976 black sparking 50-cent coin has become a centerpiece of attention among both Australian and international collectors. It's not just because of its rarity, it's because of its mysterious beauty and the aura of prestige it carries. At recent coin shows and private auctions, collectors have been willing to pay astonishing sums to add one to their collection. The visual contrast of that dark, glimmering tone has made it one of the most sought-after variations in the modern 50-cent lineup. Collectors often describe this coin as living art. It's not only a piece of history but also a showcase of natural chemistry and time, how decades can transform simple metal into something breathtakingly unique. Demand has continued to rise each year, especially as more collectors realize just how few of these coins exist in such preserved, circulated, yet sparkling condition. When supply is almost non-existent and passion runs high, the price naturally soars, and that's exactly what's happening now. Now, let's talk about the number everyone's waiting for: the market value. As of today, the Australia 50 cent 1976 black sparking circulated condition rare coin holds a market value of approximately $89,900 USD. That's right, nearly $90,000 for a coin that once held a face value of 50 cents. The truth is, its price continues to climb. Each time one of these coins appears in an auction, bidders from around the world battle fiercely to claim it. For many collectors, it's not just about ownership, it's about being part of a legacy. Numismatic experts believe that if trends continue, this coin's value could easily surpass the $100,000 mark in the next few years. That makes it not only a collector's prize, but a potential long-term investment with incredible growth potential. If you're a coin enthusiast or beginner collector, the 1976 black sparking 50-cent coin should teach you one thing: never overlook a coin just because it's circulated. Some of the most valuable coins in history are those that have lived a long life in the hands of the public. Always pay close attention to color variations, patina, and shine. Authentic black sparkling coins often reflect light differently. It's a soft metallic glow, not a dull black mark. Handle your coins carefully, avoid cleaning them, and store them in dry, temperature-controlled environments. The secret to successful collecting lies in knowledge and patience. Every rare coin started as an unnoticed piece of change in someone's pocket until the right person saw its true worth. 1976 Australian 50 cent black sparking circulated condition rare coin is more than a piece of metal. It's a timeless masterpiece of Australian minting. It combines history, beauty, and rarity in a way few coins ever could. From its royal portrait and national coat of arms to its one-of-a-kind black sparkling surface, every detail tells a story of endurance and prestige. A market value of $89,900 USD, it continues to capture hearts and break records in the auction world. So next time you come across a 1976 50-cent coin, take a closer look. You might just be holding a small piece of numismatic history worth more than a luxury car or even a home. Stay tuned, because up next, we'll move on to coin. Another extraordinary 50-cent piece that's taking today's auction markets by storm and proving once again that small coins can bring big bucks. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and ring that bell so you never miss the next treasure hunt here on Big Bucks Coins, where we uncover the value hiding in plain sight, one coin at a time.